Today, Precarious plays
Zone of the Enders, the second runner. I don't think I'll have the mental space to talk about it once I start this sequence, so I want to introduce the subject now. It feels like the scenario designer went crazy and no one stopped him.
Okay. Like, they just wanted to do too many different things?
Yeah, sometimes it feels too scattershot. It feels more like a demo reel. Like, it feels like the intention was to impress people with this game so much that it would allow for a third one to be made 2 years later. And then that was going to be their opportunity to expand on all of the ideas here. Like, I don't want to make it sound like ideas they do build throughout this game. You pick up Taper in, like, the section with all of the crates.
Yeah.
And you learn that you can repair levs that you pick up like that. And then this sequence shows you that you can immobilize them temporarily with Geyser, and both of those mechanics are recycled in a later sequence. But still, it's just you're jumping from thing to thing to thing so quickly that, like I said before, sometimes it just feels scattershot. So I'm going to start this. I'm going to try to focus and see if I can at least get a B, because I think that's what I got in my testing. Whew.
I believe in you.
At least one of us does.
Every enemy.
Yeah, can you describe the map scenario? Since it's been a day or so.
Well, what's happening is, in the upper right-hand corner, I now have a mini-map. There are a number of levs, which are allied but bad. I have to control them. I have to manage them. I'm not actually... They're not on my team, necessarily, because they're okay with blowing up all of the surrounding buildings. The red dots that are going to show up soon, those are enemies. I have to kill them in the usual way. But it's complicated by the enemies that are here. Okay, can I... Spider, get out. Spider, nope. Spider, get out. Up. Okay, enemy reinforcements.
There's something deeply disturbing about those little spider walkeries and how they walk around.
Oh, that was a good one. Okay.
That was very good, yeah. I don't like how those things shamble around. It's unsettling. You know what I mean?
Where? There.
There.
One thing that I've never been sure about is I think that dashing in short bursts like that is faster, which I don't actually like. I wish that the reverse was true. I wish that, like, either there was a bit of a startup or like a cooldown to your dashing. Because it's sort of like how sidestepping in a lot of 3D Zelda games is faster than walking. It creates this sort of ugliness where the most efficient way of moving around, you do this, you like pulse. Which doesn't make sense, like, mechanically, like from a mechanical and engineering standpoint, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, thankfully you can kind of depend on people's, well, many people's wishes to play a beautiful game to stop that sometimes, but, I mean...
But then they put you in very time-sensitive scenarios like this one.
And then you're like, Hey, is there a speed run of Skyrim? Is there such a thing?
Oh.
I mean, I was just thinking about people's tendency to ruin everything by completely ignoring the intended purpose of the game.
It's funny that you should mention that, because I've got a concept for you that will probably really wreck your day.
Yeah.
It will wreck you in an emotional way.
Yeah.
Not only are there Skyrim speedruns, because I mean, of course there are.
That's gotta be pretty funny, at least.
There are it's a big thing.
It is? A lot of people do that?
Yeah, and
oh man, I've been
a lot of them there are different criteria like glitchful or glitchless speedruns.
I see. Well, in a big old game like Skyrim,
Come on,
I'm
game-
sure that the
game.
glitches are
Hold
there
on.
are plenty.
I'm being overrun. I've got to focus up. I need to aim down, use geyser, cut the spider. Geyser, cut the spider, grab the Metatron because I'm so low on juice.
I do have to say I'm quite happy with the abbreviation of energy as NR.
Oh no, did I do that? Fucking stupid game. Or was that the levs? There's just too much going on for me to tell.
I was going to say that if you have glitches in Skyrim, I mean, surely someone has found a way to immediately teleport to the final boss and then just eat enough cheese whiz to not die.
No, it's not, you use plates to go through walls.
Okay.
I don't have time to explain, but I'm not lying. It's not made up.
I believed you immediately because I know how horrendous and sometimes entertaining things can get when it comes to glitches.
No! Fuck this! Fuck God!
Are you gonna just reload or
Maybe, I don't know. I hate this sequence because nothing in the game adequately prepares you for this, and you saw how I was killing it at the beginning.
Yeah.
And I haven't been talking that much. What happened to ruin this? Was it the levs? Have the levs been shooting things? Did I not stun them enough?
Destroyed.
I'm sorry, I'm still thinking about silly.
Like, are the levs
Skyrim.
just purposefully shooting the buildings?
Probably. I mean, just to bother you. Do you...
I'm just gonna observe them. What are they doing?
Nothing while you're watching.
Then is it the spiders? Are the spiders? It doesn't look like they're doing anything.
Oh. I did not know that they could do that, and that made me have like a little scary vom feeling. I think I've developed a fear of spiders a little bit. Fear of sneakity spiders.
Yeah. And that did look like the spider that did that.
Station building destroyed. Three more.
So what's the word? We gonna salvage this one, or are we gonna try again?
Due to battle.
I don't know. It's a fucking crapshoot every time I try this.
Okay.
So I don't know if there's any point in trying it again, just because, like,
You can't identify the point of failure in order to make the improvement?
well, I mean, I can't identify the point of failure to make it feel satisfying.
Right.
I won't care if I get a Super S double plus, because I don't know what caused the failure the first time.
Completed.
Right.
I could have saved
You saved
more.
100% of
In that
lives.
situation,
Levs.
this is a realistic figure.
Lives!
I don't care about
No, can't you
figures.
see?
Too many people.
This
get
lives.
But if it weren't for you,
Right
there would have
there.
been more
So I said that I would be okay if I would
killed.
get if I got a
Trying to
B.
ease my mind.
I'm not actually okay with getting a B.
Are you gonna do it again?
I think if I have the heart for it, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep the save file here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try this on my own time up to 5 times in a row in an attempt to get an A.
Okay.
And if I do it, we will post it in some way.
Okay.
But for right now, I'm moving on.
What are you doing? Don't butt in our battle.
Oh, you're the butt in this battle, sir.
Battle?
I don't care about Vasilia's people. They're nothing.
Yay, people are rodents. Everything's terrible. Wars, butts.
If you say anything more, I'm gonna kill you, you wretch.
What?
Go away.
Go away.
Yeah.
Ada, please put me through to Leo.
All right, I will put you
Oh,
through to
you
Leo
know?
Stenbuck.
Dingo, what's wrong?
How has your search for the Levs been going?
What?
I've already saved
Sorry, every time I see
several
Leon, I remember
But they
that
all say
idiot
they would
from
attack
the last
Baron.
game.
They were ordered to, weren't they?
Or not
people.
Leon,
But
it's Leo.
impossible for Levs to attack Baron.
Let
Right?
them do as they
What
like.
is Blue Kid's
You're
name?
right, aren't you?
Leo.
Okay,
If they're
thank
your ally.
Is
goodness.
the Space Force...
Leon is RD4.
Don't kid me.
Yeah.
What?
Hey,
So-
I found a few Lev units in the civilian
What about him?
residential area near the
He's
south
just,
gate.
it's funny to see
If you
him
still
here.
think they're your team, you could pick
I
them
would
up.
think that he would have
All right.
found
Ada,
something else to
Put me
do.
through the taper.
All right, I will put you through.
He was like super anti-war in the first game.
Yeah,
I did my best.
Maybe that's
Have
the
you
point.
already met 8 heads?
maybe it is.
I've confirmed the vector cannon.
Yeah, one step closer to that vector
What's
cannon.
wrong?
This location might have been discovered.
You know,
Ha 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 ha!
What?
I'm
is
excited
it?
about this vector cannon, but I'm also excited about the floaty bits that get to floaty bit around.
Wait.
Mhm.
The enemy is approaching.
Mhm. Gosh, I think one of the reasons that it's been important to me and to you to talk about this game a little more critically
Yeah.
is because there's so much to love about it. And I feel like as a visual person, this game pushes all my buttons and might be also pushing in my eyeballs and blinding me to the truth.
This is one of my favorite sequences in the whole game, in no small part due to how it ends.
Where is the train going?
It is going via Ayers Cliff along the
Shoot,
sea.
is that really all we have time
They're
for?
attacking
Is
all the way. Hey, Taper.
city defense
the train
mission?
carrying your little
Yeah,
friend is going
I'm
towards you.
afraid so.
I'll destroy it before it gets
I mean,
Is
you
that
could
right?
make a really
After all,
stupid
it's
long
just on the
episode
way.
if you wanted
there.
to.
Ada,
No.
give me the estimated time of the
As
train's
soon as the
arrival.
cutscene starts, we'll use that to transition.
Obtained
I
Metatron.
want to wrap up this episode just by saying that this scene now feels vestigial.
Vestigial?
Yeah, vestigial. Yep.
Why vestigial? Ooh. Why'd you pick such a word, first off, and why that word?
Because it feels like a nod to the original Zone of the Enders that maybe just shouldn't be in the game.
Yeah, you did have to lose your mind protecting a lot of buildings from a lot of reckless folks.
Yeah, that was like the
last time.
whole
That was like
the whole
yeah.
game.
You know, this is like the tailbone of the humans.
Also, I want to point out that I love that Jehudi still has the little leg mounted thrusters that will rotate in the direction that they actually would need to be helpful.
Yes,
You
Sucka,
seen
that's
that?
a nice touch.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Well, here we go. Got a train to catch. Ha!